What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Demoniacal Fit True Believer. Let's go ahead and get into it. Just a friendly reminder from your boy Ace, don't forget to check out my boys at Omnime Store so that you can pick up some of the latest releases from MyFX, Dawson Model, Demoniacal Fit, and more for some of the best prices and the fastest shipping. Let's get into it. Starting off with the sexy packaging, it's pretty much the same thing we're used to seeing with Demoniacal Fit. You've got the window packaging where you can see the figure and some of the accessories. You do have a silhouette image of Zamasu right here, and it's in purple. I do really like that. They put the warning on there, ages 15 and up, Demoniacal Fit, True Believer right there. Some stuff in Chinese that I can't believe. True Believer at the top, True Believer at the bottom. On the side, you've got an image of him right here with his teeth gritted. On this side, it says True Believer. Then on the back, we do have some poses you can get the figure into, as well as some more stuff that isn't technically legal stuff, but we're just going to say it's the legal stuff. So, yeah, same package we're used to. Let's go ahead and bust this guy open. Now, straight out of the packaging, I do have to say there is a lot to talk about when it comes to this figure, and I don't mean that in a bad way at all. But before I get to that, I do want to say big shout out to Omnime Store for sending this my way. I truly appreciate you guys for always coming through in the clutch. If you are trying to get your hands on this figure, I will leave the link in the description below. Feel free to check that out and go support their website because they are absolutely wonderful to deal with, and I've had nothing but positive experiences. Now, on to the figure itself. I have to say that Demoniacal Fit is really coming along, and it might be due to the fact that this figure was released way after the original release. I don't remember when that was, but they just really upped it when it comes to this figure. And having had the original, and I do say had because I sold it when this thing went up for pre-order, just because I already knew this version was going to be better and it was a better bang for your buck. But having had that figure, I can say that straight out of the packaging, there's only one noticeable difference for me, and it's the fact that the hair has a bit of a gloss to it. Now, this is something some people might like, and it's something some people might not like. But if you don't like it, then obviously you can hit it with a matte finish and clean that up. That's literally the only difference I can think of. As you can see, there's just a little bit of light reflecting off of that. But I don't think it looks bad. I think that makes the hair pop. Now, as far as the rest of it, it's pretty much identical to the SH figure arts completely. The paint apps are on point. I don't have any like paint splotches or anything like that. Demoniacal Fit has really stepped it up, and this is something that I personally enjoy. And this is a figure that I know a lot of people weren't able to get, so I don't know. I think this is just one that automatically from the jump is worth picking up. Of course, I'm going to go over everything, but this thing right here, man, it looks exactly like the original. Like, honestly, if you handed me both of these without the packaging and you told me to say or answer in response to which one is the original, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you, because these things are just, man, it's legit identical. And there's not a whole lot of shading or anything on the figure. It's Zamasu pretty much, and we don't get a whole lot of shading with SH figure arts to begin with. So in terms of paint and detail, everything's clean, but there's not a whole lot of extra detail on there, so no point in expecting that. But anyway, let's go ahead and put this guy back so we can see how tall he stands, and then we'll go ahead and get into that articulation. Now, in terms of the height of this figure, to the very top of his Karen haircut, he literally stands at about 5.5 inches. To the top of that last bang, you can say he's right at about 6. So he's going to fit in scale with your Dragon Ball figure arts, no problem. And as always, I will be doing some size comparisons a little bit later on in the review. Now, in terms of the articulation, this is where I run into one issue that I personally do not like how it was handled. As far as looking up, he looks up about that much, he looks down about that much, and you can get tilt and turn, but the head is on one of these pieces that they use for the SH figure arts Jiren, which is so annoying to me, because on this one, you really have to line it up or it's just going to pop on and off, like no matter what. If you line it up properly, I mean, the head will stay on, Like, as you can see, it's not coming off, but it can be a pain when you're articulating it. Sometimes that head will just kind of pop off, so be wary of that. Now, I do believe there's a reason they went with this route, and I'll explain that later, but I don't know. I don't really like that. I wish that they would have done that just like the same way the SH Figuarts did it, but made it to where you can remove the neck. But anyway, as far as the shoulder pads, they are attached to the arm. As always, you can move them around freely. He does have butterfly joints. They can allow him to bring his arms in about that much. You can move him up, down, all around. He does have a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. They can come in about that much. His hands are on a ball peg, and this ball peg is very sturdy, by the way. This is one thing they really are getting better at when it comes to the joints. I love that. He does have a diaphragm joint, which that is awesome. That works very, very well. He does have a waist swivel. He leans back about that much. He crunches forward about that much. So yeah, you can pretty much get this guy in attack poses, no problem. Now, as far as the skirt piece, this works. It's still the same as the SH Figuarts, but sometimes it can hinder it just a little bit. It's just split on the sides, as you guys can see, and then you have the big piece on the back, but he can kick forward about that much. You do get a bit of separation in there. Once again, that's something that you even get with the SH Figuarts. You can do the splits about that much. I normally never force it. With this new leg system Tamashii Nations uses, I don't force it just because I've seen so many issues with these, and I'm not even talking about Demoniacal Fit. I'm just talking about like these Tamashii Nations releases I've seen break. But you do have a built-in thigh swivel that works fine. Double jointed knees that work well. As far as the foot goes, this is another issue on the SH Figuarts, but it is on this guy. The feet, for one, this guy is kind of difficult to stand, but you can get it to go down about that much, up about that much. You get a little bit of rocker. Actually, I think you get more rocker on this than the actual SH Figuarts. You do also get a toe hinge. But as far as standing him, what you have to do is you kind of have to tuck the front of this boot into the top of the boot. And sometimes it'll help, but still, sometimes this guy will just tilt over. And these are all issues I had with the regular SH Figuarts. So it's not like it's something with this guy. I said the same thing in that review. But yeah, overall, this dude is like except for the head, this guy's like a carbon copy, which is a good thing. Because if you missed out on it, you're not missing out on anything in terms of quality. Moving on to the accessories, this is where this figure really blows the original release out of the water. Like, this is where this guy just really proves that Demoniacal Fit won up Tamashii Nations with this release. First off, he does come with a default head, which is his angry face, his neutral face, whatever you want to call it, and a pair of fist hands. Now, he does come with 3 extra heads, and one thing I like about this is that all 3 of the extra heads, which I'll show them in a sec, but this is the first one with the teeth gritted, all of the extra heads have the hair stuck to it. So you don't have to worry about what you had to do with the original release, which the original one came with 1 hair piece. So each time you interchange the head, you had to take the hair piece off, line it up, put it on, and then attach the head, which, don't get me wrong, that's not a major problem, but the fact that the figure was $80, this one's like 60, and they molded all of this together and made 3 extra of these, I applaud them for that. That's something small, I know, but still, it's the fact that they did it. But anyway, he comes with a smirking face, which this is necessary for Zamasu, and then he comes with his yelling face, the I hate mortals, you guys should all be deceased, yada yada yada, all the crap that he babbles face. So yeah, you get this one. In terms of hands, you get the same exact hands that you get with the original release, which I actually just dropped one of them, but thankfully I didn't have to stop the camera. You get these kind of reaching, stylish, grabby type hands, and then you do get a pair of karate chop hands also. Now the cool thing about this guy is, this is something that didn't come with the original release. The karate chop hands, if you have the SH Figuarts Goku Black, these are used for his energy sword. Zamasu, I don't believe, ever used the energy sword in the series, But in the video games, I know Xenoverse 2, he has a purple energy sword, which they included. And this makes me happy. And it's weird. I don't know why SH Figure Arts didn't include it, because even the Dragon Stars figure had it. But this is awesome. And you can use this for the normal version of Goku Black also, because people speculate that this is what it's going to look like when it's normal. And then when he powers up to Rose, it's the pink or purple-ish pink version, whatever you want to call it. But this is awesome. The fact that they included this, I'm very, very happy. This right here would have made me a little bit more satisfied with the original release, but they didn't include it. Now, if that wasn't enough, this thing right here, man, an extra Goku Black head sculpt, which is his signature evil grin with the teeth showing. This is awesome. This, to me, when I saw photos of it, I was kind of like, it looks a little weird. But having it in person, this thing looks awesome, man. I love this a lot. And he comes with an interchangeable neck piece. And this is why I was saying I believe they did the head that way, because it probably, the way that they have it built in, made it easier for you to interchange the neck piece. Because let's be honest, all of us would be worried about something like this, changing it out too many times. So perhaps that's what it is. And then lastly, he comes with 2 pair of fist hands. So basically you can fully have this guy decked out as Goku Black. Now, even though he was only like that for maybe, 2 minutes in the series, some people really enjoyed that look. Personally, I didn't care for it. I just didn't grow attached to it. I liked Zamasu better in this outfit, but still, options are options. You cannot complain. So as far as it goes when it comes to accessories, this right here would have made me feel like the SH Figure Arts was worth that $80 I paid versus coming with 3 heads and 2 extra changeable hands. Like, I don't know, man, but they killed the SH Figure Arts on this one. I'm sorry. Moving on to size comparisons, here he is standing next to an SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Super Broly, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Super Future Trunks, and then the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Super Broly, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, but the head is actually the Demoniacal Fit Super Saiyan head sculpt that came out sometime earlier this year. Next up, here he is standing next to the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito, which this figure actually came out with the release of the SH Figure Arts Zamasu. We do have the SH Figure Arts Merged Zamasu, which to me is probably the weakest out of all of them. And then the SH Figure Arts event exclusive Goku Black with the SH Figure Arts original release hair sculpt. Now, in case you want to go wild with some mix-ups, here he is standing next to a Kong Studios Capsule Corp Gi Goku, and it also has a Kong Studios windswept hair on it, the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Super Jiren, and a Demoniacal Fit Abomination. This is not the SH Figure Arts version. That one is not out yet. Now, since the trailer just dropped today, I had to bring some Spider-Man in here. Here he is standing next to a Mafex Adult Miles Morales, a Marvel Legends PS4 Gamerverse Spider-Man, and then the SH Figure Arts Black Panther from Infinity War. Now, before I forgot, I did also want to show you guys what these accessories look like on the SH Figure Arts Goku Black, and here you go. I gotta say, this looks dope, man. I really enjoy this facial expression and the fact that we now have a purple energy sword, because I saw people making these and they were scalping the heck out of the prices. So this is awesome to have. This, I feel like, really completes Goku Black in its entirety. Lastly, for the people that did want to see what the Switch looks like, here it is, and I have to say, it was painless. I had no issue doing it whatsoever. The parts came right off. I didn't even have to use any hot water. Now, what I didn't do was swap the pegs in the hands, simply because there's no need. Like, in the hands, as you can see, they tuck pretty much right into the sleeve. So changing them, in my opinion, is pointless because you can't even see the green. So I just left those alone. But in terms of changing the head, no problem. If you want to change the hands, by all means, but I just don't really feel like there was a need to do so. So I just left it like this. Yeah. So for my final thoughts on this guy, I have to say that Demoniacal Fit did it again, man. They really did. I know a lot of people don't like giving bootlegs a chance. Some people are going to watch this and still want the original SH Figuarts release, but it's one of those situations where, quite honestly, coming from someone who had the original release, you don't have to, because you are literally missing out on nothing. This right here completes Zamasu, and they did some things better than the SH Figuarts. I'll admit the only issue I have about this guy is the fact that they did his head the same way they do the Jiren figures. But one thing I was thinking about while interchanging it is that might have just made it easier for you to swap out the neck and actually put the Goku head sculpt on this body. So I think that's what it is. I don't know anything about making action figures. That was a personal gripe for me. It might not bother everyone. And it's not like it's a bad thing, because the head doesn't just constantly pop on and off either. You can still articulate it very well and it works just fine. In terms of the joints, everything's tight. He stands up fine enough if you can get the feet positioned the right way. But I'm not going to complain about Demoniacal Fit having the issue that an SH Figuarts had. So that's why I'm not really going to harp too much on the feet. Other than that, interchanging the parts is fine. I didn't have any issue. I didn't feel like anything was going to break. The paint is good on it. The quality is good. It literally feels just like the SH Figuarts. And that's all that's necessary for me. This thing is awesome. It's something that I'm very happy to have in my collection. The extra Black Goku accessories, or Goku Black, I always say that and people get mad. The extra accessories for that figure really just topped this thing off. Like, if the SH Figuarts would have came out like this, it would have been a magnificent release. But also, this is a figure I know everyone wasn't able to get. I think this thing is going for like $200 right now, the original release. And that's just outrageous. But part of it is because, for whatever reason, it was only an American release. I don't think this figure released anywhere else in the world. And people were ticked off about that. They were really angry at Tamashii Nations, which, it sucks that it had to be a new character. But at the same time, this is something that companies go through. Like, they have to do this sometimes. I remember way back when there was an event exclusive Goku that was strictly for Mexico, and people were ticked off about it. They wanted the figure, and it's just nothing they can do about it. It all has to do with licensing and distribution, if I can talk. But you guys get what I'm saying. Either way, this figure is available to everyone anywhere in the world as long as you can import right now. So I'd say pick this guy up if you want to complete your Dragon Ball collection. It's a great substitute. It's awesome to have, and honestly, I've enjoyed it. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And lastly, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. I do hope you guys have a great rest of your day and stay safe wherever you are. Bye.